Okay, let's start the chapter. In chapter 13, we will talk about creating visions and strategic direction. In this chapter, we will explain the relationship among vision, mission, strategy, and mechanisms for execution. We're also going to talk about creating your personal leadership vision. We will use the common theme of powerful vision in your life and work. We'll describe 4 basic approaches for forming a noble purpose that followers can believe in, and understand how leaders formulate and implement a strategy and apply the elements of the effective strategy. Now, linking strategy, vision, and strategic action, and we can explain this part, how it works, vision versus action, where you became the effective leaders or uninvolved case. The strategic leadership is about, or the definition of it is the ability to anticipate and envision the future, maintain flexibility, think strategically, and initiate changes that will create a competitive advantage for the organization in the future. Now, the domain of strategic leadership, it's about a vision, which is where are we headed? What's the mission? Is answering who are we? A strategy, it gets answered by how do we get there? And mechanism for executions, which is what do we do right now? Now, strategic leadership skills. It's about anticipate threats and opportunities, like utilizing a SWOT, challenge the status quo, interpret the trend, achieve the alignments. Vision, an attractive, ideal future that is credibly yet not credibly attainable. We need to explain what's a credibly yet not credibly attainable. The future of vision, if you see here, is basically if you're in the current reality, if you have a vision moving forward toward a desired future, that's what is the vision, staying in a course, and it could be a combination of both also. Now, what's a vision does, if you have a vision? It links the present to the future. Energize people on focus, attention, give a meaning to work, and establish a standard of excellence and integrity. The common theme of a vision has a usually broad appeal, deals with change, reflect a high ideal thing, and define the destination and the journey. In a self-reference, it's a principle stating that each element in a system will serve the goal of the whole system when the elements are imprinted with an understanding of the whole. The question also, while you're reading this, I want to look at, to answer this question. The question is, which one I will select? Do what I like or like what I do? And think about these two comments and let me know what you favorite in it. Now, leaders' steps to creating a vision. These are the steps to create a vision, basically. And first, you target a vision for a desired future, co-create the vision, identify the strength, write a first draft, solicit a feedback and create the vision statement, share the vision widely. Now, when you have a vision, you need a mission. A mission is the organization's core broad purpose, a reason for existence. So what a mission does, it defines the enduring character of the organization. It also draws people to the organization and also motivate the workers. Part of the mission needs to be, has a core value, and there should be a core purpose. The core value and the core purpose are frequently expressed in a mission statement. So you need also a mission statement defined. What's the strategic management? We have a strategy and we have a strategic management. And a strategic management is the set of decision and action used to formulate and implement a specific strategies that will achieve a competitively superior fit between the organization and its environment so as to achieve organization goals. Remind me of the shows that we made Mission Possible. What's a strategy? The general plan of action that describe resources allocation and other activities for dealing with environment and helping the organization attain its goals. Good example, big ship versus a boat. Why do we need a strategy? When we are developing a strategy, effective strategy, this is what we need to do. Actively listen to people, both inside and outside the organization. We need to examine the trend and discontinuities in the environment that can be used to gain an edge. We also want to do a study of past event and act based on the anticipated future. We use hard analysis to help set a course for the future and shift the strategy if it's needed. And it's done through a strategic management, shifting the strategy. Now, basically, the element of a strategy is the core competencies. What is the core competence? The synergy and the value. And the core competence is something that the organization do extremely well in comparison to competitors. Synergy is interaction of organizational parts to produce a joint effect that is greater than the sum of each part. And there should be a value part of the element of the strategy, which is a combination of benefit received and cost paid by the customer. Furthermore, part of the strategy for me, formulations and execution, because for the first one, we said the element of strategy, now we need to do a formulation and execution for the strategy, which is putting together a strategy, which is a strategy formulation. And after that, we put an execution plan or a strategy execution. And a strategy formulation is integrating knowledge of the environment, vision, and mission with the core of competencies in such a way as to attain synergy and create customer value. A strategy execution is putting the strategy into action by adjusting the various parts of the organization and directing resources to accomplish a strategic goals. Through all these processes, we need a software or a support IT solution called ESS or Executive Support System to meet the strategy. We'll explain what's an ESS versus the DSS. Now, tools in detail for a strategy execution, we create ongoing communication, teach the why we do that, explain what is this new thing means to each person, tell what is not changing. And the reason is because you need to let them know what is not changing. Now, we have making a strategic decision. When we make a strategic decision, and it's based on the two things, so we can explain this based on ease of execution and the strategic impact, and accordingly, we will explain which one we should take action toward it more and follow it. And that's it. The chapter